Looking for a new house that's inexpensive to build and cheap to operate? Well, how about a house made of straw bales? The main construction material isn't wood. It isn't bricks. It's straw. And this is the Everdale Environmental Learning Centre near Hillsburg, just north of Guelph. It's where people come to learn how to live in harmony with nature and how to build a straw bale house.
The one thing that's fabulous about it is that it's a renewable resource. It doesn't take 80 years to grow straw. It takes one season. It's a waste product, straw, and so we're not using the grain. It's something that, in fact, in Ontario, we ship a lot of our straw to the States for bedding, for racehorses.
This weekend's workshop starts here in the classroom. Ben Poley is a professional straw bale house builder. Before any straw bales are lifted, he gives the students some final instructions on how to make window and door frames. At the construction site, Ben gives some tips on using tools.
All of our power tools are actually going to be running off the solar system, the photovoltaic system that's on the roof of the cabin we built last year, which I think is a great idea. We have battery-powered tools and we have standard electrical tools. All the standard ones are going to be running off of that photovoltaic system. It really doesn't take that much skilled labor. It just requires some knowledge of the specialized process to be able to construct your own home. So it is possible to build a straw bale home for less money than a conventional house.
And building their own straw bale house is what a lot of people here have in mind.
That's the plan. That's the long-term plan. It might not happen instantly. I just got married and I'll have to convince my wife that this is a sound way to go. But I think maybe a shed or a workshop might be in order first.
Some people bring skills with them.
I've already built a palapa made from palm trees in Mexico. I've already made a lumber house in Mexico and a cement house there. So I thought, why not try straw bale? I think I can do that more physically myself.
First-timers get a chance to test their skills and show pride in their accomplishments, supported by the entire group. Ben says people have different reasons for considering a straw bale house, but ecology and economy are common themes.
Straw bale buildings have been rated as high as R50 in insulating value, which is about 3 to 4 times a conventional home and quite a bit better than the R2000 standard in Canada, which is considered our best standard. So we're doing even better yet doing so for less money and an ecologically friendly way.
First, they make an insulated curb that goes on top of the concrete foundation.
That's the structure we're seeing right here. And what the curb is basically an implement to lift the bales up off of the floor to prevent them from wicking moisture up from the foundation.
But before any straw bales are moved into place, the door frame and window frame have to be set into place and leveled off. And then it's finally time for what everyone's been waiting for, the straw bales.
And they're effectively like giant bricks. They get laid on top of each other in an interlacing pattern, just like brickwork does, up to the desired ceiling height. So when it's finished, from outside, it would look, in fact, very much like a conventional home. And people aren't aware of how many straw bale homes there are just for that reason alone, because when they're finished, you can't tell the difference.
Glenn and Libby are building their straw bale house just outside of Guelph.
It's been easy. I mean, truly, it's been an easy thing to do for the environment. We got a great house, and we save money on our heat. We don't have any high hydro bills with air conditioning in the summertime. It's going to last for hundreds of years, and we sleep well at night.
The Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation has done studies that prove straw bale buildings can last as long as conventional buildings. And this is how our straw bale project here at Everdale looks when it's finished. Not bad for a rustic one-room cottage. No matter what people come here to learn, from solar and wind power to organic farming, Lynn says they always enjoy their stay. And what does the future have in store for the Everdale Environmental Learning Centre?
Well, we're really excited about the future of Everdale. I mean, we're trying to create a model that can be repeated throughout Ontario of a community-driven sort of sustainable living centre. The really exciting thing that we're looking forward to in the next year is a completely independent off-the-grid home that will be built here.
If the bale loses its squareness...
And Ben? Well, he's going to build his own straw bale house.
When I first started learning to do this, it was entirely with the intent of building one for myself. And now, I guess 3.5 years later, I'm finally getting to start my own. We'll be building a demonstration house that will be erected first at the National Home Show in Toronto in 2003, and then brought here to Everdale for permanent display. We will move in, my partner and I will move in as the first tenants, and it will continue to be open to the public as a demonstration home at Everdale Place.
Building a straw bale house is just one example of what you can learn here at the Everdale Environmental Learning Centre. It's a non-profit centre where people from all walks of life and all ages come to learn about sustainable living.